Your backtest looks great. Smooth equity curve, strong sharp, a win rate that makes you want to go live tomorrow. And that's exactly the danger, because a backtest isn't evidence that a strategy works. It's evidence that it would have worked in a simulation you built under assumptions you probably never checked. Most systematic strategies don't die from bad ideas. They die from good ideas wrapped in a backtest that lied. Here are 7 ways that happens, ordered from the ones everyone knows to the ones that quietly do the most damage. Mistake 1. Overfitting. You tune your parameters until the backtest sings. More indicators, tighter thresholds, a filter for that one bad month. Every tweak makes the historical curve prettier and makes the strategy describe the past instead of predicting the future. Tiny parameter changes cause big performance swings. A real edge is a plateau, not a needle. If your performance falls off a cliff when you nudge a setting by 1, you didn't find an edge. You found a coincidence. Mistake 2. Leaking the future into the past. Lookahead bias, using a day's closing price to make a decision you'd have made at the open. Using a revised data point that didn't exist yet in its final form. It's almost always accidental, and it's almost always invisible. Because the backtest doesn't error. It just quietly gets to cheat. And its cousin, survivorship. Testing on the instruments that exist today ignores every one that died along the way. You're studying the winners of a race while pretending you didn't already know who finished. Mistake 3. Testing as if trading were free. Commissions, exchange fees, the bid-ask spread you cross on every entry and exit. Individually small. Compounded over thousands of trades, they're the difference between a strategy that prints and one that bleeds. The higher your frequency, the more lethal this is. A scalping strategy that's profitable before costs and underwater after them is not a profitable strategy. It's a donation. Mistake 4. Never testing on data you didn't touch. If you designed, tuned, and evaluated on the same history, your backtest is just a mirror. It shows you the answer you already fit to. The only honest test is out of sample, data the strategy has never seen, held back and untouched until the very end. And it has to stay untouched. The moment you peek, tweak, and retest on it, it's not out of sample anymore, it's just more training data wearing a disguise. Mistake 5. And now we're getting to the ones that really matter. You're optimizing for the wrong number. Ranking strategies, by return, or by Sharpe, or by expectancy per trade, all averages. And averages hide the only thing that decides survival, drawdown, and how your losses cluster. 2 strategies can have the same average loss, but if one takes its losses spread out, and the other takes them all on the same afternoon, those are not the same strategy. One you can survive, one liquidates you. Judge on return per unit of drawdown, what the edge costs you when things go wrong, not on what it earns when things go right. Mistake 6. And this is the big one, assuming you got filled at a clean price. Almost every backtexter fills you at the quote, instantly, in full. Reality doesn't work like that. Your fill depends on where you sat in the order queue and whether there was size in front of you absorbing the move. And the cruelest part, this assumption flatters you most on exactly the violent days that decide your drawdown, the fast, thin moments where real slippage is worse. Your backtest promises you a price the market would never have given you, precisely when it matters most. Which leads to mistake 7, the root of mistake 6. Testing at a data resolution that can't see the truth. If your backtest runs on top of book, just the best bid and offer, it literally cannot know your queue position or your real fill. You can only see that from order level data, every individual order, the full book. The good news is, you can reconstruct the simpler views from the granular one without distortion. You can't go the other way. Course data can't tell you what it never recorded. Notice the pattern. Every one of these makes your backtest look better than reality, never worse. That's not bad luck, it's structural. A backtest is a story you tell yourself, and left unchecked, it tells a flattering one. Catching these is most of my job. I take systematic strategies and run them through exactly this. Real fills reconstructed from the order book, judged on whether the edge survives drawdown. It's called Crucible. Links in the description if that's useful. But even if we never talk, before you go live, assume your backtest is lying to you in all 7 of these ways, and go check. Win, don't be right.